Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Pegassi Vacca in Grand Theft Auto Online. This vehicle is a removed vehicle, sadly, but it is available to be purchased this week in Grand Theft Auto Online from the Luxury Autos dealership. So, if you guys are interested by the end of this video, make sure you guys go and pick one up. We're going to go ahead and start off with the armor on this thing. We're going to go all the way up on that. For the bodywork, we have the roll cage and chassis upgrade. Not sure that I want to do that today. I think I'm going to avoid it for sure. For the brakes, we are going to go all the way up. For the engine, we're also going to go all the way up. For the exhaust, we do have the dual shotgun exhausts that we can add, or we can keep the stock exhaust. Honestly, I think the stock looks just a little bit better, so we're going to keep that. We can go for a carbon hood on this vehicle. I think that looks pretty bad though, so we're going to avoid that for sure. For the lights, we are going to go xenon. We are also going to add a neon kit to lower the center of gravity of the car ever so slightly and make it handle just a little tiny bit better. So let's go ahead and do that. For the plate, I think I'm probably going to go yellow on black today. I think that's going to look very, very nice. This thing does only have a singular primary color, so we're not going to be able to change much up here with the color option of the vehicle. However, we're going to find something that looks good. I'm not sure what that's going to be just yet, though. You know, NPC did come up with a pretty cool color the other day with Cabernet Red, but I don't think that I have Cabernet Red. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm doing these customizations on a second character, and I don't have my stunt jumps unlocked yet, so I'm gonna have to work on that. So we are missing a few colors here, but I think we're still going to be able to come up with something kind of cool. Maybe we should go for a blue of sorts on this vehicle. Maybe a racing blue. That could be kind of neat. We could also maybe go for some sort of a green. I was kind of thinking about a green. Maybe a green would be kind of nice. What if we went for a dark green and then made some kind of crazy pearlescent on it? Let's go dark green, and then for the pearlescent, what if we went for not yellow, but like maybe a blue of sorts? Diamond blue? No, that looks weird. What should we do here? We could go for a bright green pearlescent on it, actually. That kind of brings out the green a little bit better. Let's actually go for a bright green pearl. I think that's going to be pretty cool to do. For the spoiler, we do have a low-level spoiler that we can add onto the car, or of course we do have the carbon wing. We only have two options for this, which is kind of unfortunate. I think that I'm probably going to have to go for the carbon wing just because I think it looks a little bit better, and it also matches up with the engine cover here, which is fully carbon fiber. So let's do that. For the suspension, we're going to slam it all the way down, obviously. For the transmission, we're going to go race. For the turbo, let's go all the way up on that. For the wheels, let's see. It's got to be something that is going to look good on this thing. It is sort of a Lamborghini Gallardo look. At least that's what it's heavily inspired off of, I would have to assume. What wheels do we want to go for? The Mercies do look pretty good. Honestly, the GT1s kind of look sick too. They're kind of a different look for it. We have the S Racers. I don't know what I want to do here. Street wheels? Is there anything in here that could be kind of cool? Mercy concaves, those aren't bad actually. You know what? I might have to go Mercy concaves on this. We'll see. We're gonna keep looking here. The deep flake reverse actually are pretty sweet too. Maybe I should go for the deep flake reverse. I don't really ever use these rims, so let's go ahead and actually use them today. And then what if for the color on these we go for a dark copper? That could be kind of cool, I feel like, or a bronze. I feel like dark copper looks better though. Bronze is a little darker. Let's go for a dark copper for the wheels. For the tires, we are going to go bulletproof, of course, and for the windows, let's tint them out all the way, maybe? No, let's do a dark smoke today. I think that's going to look a little bit better. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. It's not too bad. Let's exit down to the ground. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the Vacca. All right, and here we are on the ground. This thing is actually looking pretty mean. I'm quite happy with how this has turned out, honestly. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the Vacca first off. default Pegassi sound effect 1 is the exhaust note for this thing for sure. It sounds like every other Pegassi vehicle in the game, albeit this was one of the first, so it does have that going for it at the very least. But yeah, it sounds like every other Pegassi car in the entire game for sure. So nothing too unique about the Vacca's exhaust note, nothing really special there. The Vacca is in the supercars category, and it does go for $240,000 regularly. If you get it on sale, well, obviously it's going to be cheaper than that. So stay tuned for that. This thing is available this week at the Luxury Autos dealership, though, because it is sadly a removed vehicle. So no way you can get this on the websites anymore. You can only get it at the Luxury Autos dealership right now. And when it goes away at the end of the week, you will not be able to get a Vacca for probably a very, very long time. The Vacca is not the greatest performing vehicle I've ever driven, that's for sure. However, it is a little bit underrated, I would say, because for 240 grand, this thing actually does have some pretty decent performance to put up. It's definitely a fun vehicle to drive around in free mode. It's unlike a lot of other Pegassis in the game, though, because it is only rear-wheel drive, so it does take a little bit more skill to drive a Vacca and to just hone your skills with it. But the experience, I would say, is quite rewarding because of the rear-wheel drive. It's not like the easiest car to drive ever. At the same time, it's not that hard. But, you know, if the tail end does slip out on you, you're going to have to, you know, learn how to get it back. But it is kind of nice that the Vacca is like that. If this thing was all-wheel drive, I think it would be a much better supercar. I feel like it would actually have been one of the faster supercars when GTA 5 Online came out, because this is, of course, an original car. This was one of the launch cars for GTA Online, and one of the first cars I ever bought in Online as well. Obviously, I didn't know that it wasn't super great at the time. It just kind of looked the closest to a Lamborghini Gallardo out of all the cars, and I just wanted one of those. So that's why I bought the Vacca initially, but it is honestly a pretty good car. I have to say I am impressed right now driving it, because the turn-in response is very good, and the car is actually feeling quite planted as well. I'm really wondering if the neon kit that I added onto the car has changed things up a little bit more significantly than I would have expected it to, because I remember the Vacca used to kind of handle really terribly, but honestly this has been very fun to drive. The turn-in response has been really good because of the slight oversteer bias of the vehicle, so it's actually been really good in the corners, and honestly on the straightaways and in, you know, straight lines, shorter or longer, whatever, the acceleration does actually pick up pretty quick, and the top speed is actually relatively high, it feels like. So I do have to say I am impressed with the Vacca, and I'm actually a little bit surprised because this car feels a lot better since the last time I drove it, which I'm really wondering how much that neon kit has helped, but also I'm just wondering if maybe I've just gotten better at driving in GTA, so who really knows. But the Vacca is definitely a car that you guys should look into this week while it is available. Like I said, once it goes away, we're probably not going to see it again for a very long time. So if you have 240 grand to spare and a garage slot, you should be picking up a Vacca this week, guys. I don't think that you guys will be regretting that. So please pick one up if you have the opportunity to do so. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Vacca. Pick one of these things up if you can. If you enjoyed this video, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Let me know what you thought of my customization in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.